Alright, well, hello everyone and welcome. Hello to the many people who are joining the stream right now. And welcome to the return to Bloodborne. Whew. I'm both equally excited and dreading this. Yes, DSP here live on the stream. Today is Tuesday, November 24th, 2015. We are almost at the end of November, if you can believe it. It's been a fun month for sure, with all the stuff that we've been doing. Wrapping up the games from last month, like Assassin's Creed Syndicate, continuing on with games like WWE, then taking time for Call of Duty, Fallout 4, which of course took massive priority, and then we jumped in a little bit with Star Wars Battlefront, Game of Thrones, been trying out Rise of the Tomb Raider, and, not really going to say too much. I'm not going to give any kind of commentary on any of those games. I'm just going to say it's been a very, very busy month in regards to everything going on, which we very much expected. You know what I mean? We very much expected that this month would be this crazy busy, right? We all said from the beginning, holy shit, look at all the releases coming out in November. And today we're going to be starting a DLC that a lot of people have been anticipating. It's been the cause of a lot of controversy for a while. Which was kind of finally cleared up a couple days ago, which is good, because quite honestly, I probably wasn't even going to do this DLC unless it was made at least reasonably easy to jump into and play, versus having to do a ton of replay of the game, which was my fear originally. My original fear was they were going to force me to replay a lot, quite a lot of the DLC. In order to, or the DLC, excuse me, quite a lot of the original game in order to access this DLC for Bloodborne, okay? But then it was cleared up. No, you only have to kill the first two bosses, then you get an item. Once you get the item, you can actually have no issues. You can actually fight the DLC, or get into the DLC pretty quickly. So that's good. That's pretty good. So happily, not too much trouble, and quite honestly, what today's focus is going to be, which a lot of people maybe who haven't been tuning in or paying attention might not know, today my goal is to get readjusted and getting used to playing Bloodborne again, okay? So the goal is for me to remember the controls, to remember how I'm playing the game, what to do, to get back into the groove of the game, so that I can play this DLC. It's not about jumping in and beating the DLC today at all. And I'm just going to say that up front to everyone, that this is not going to be, probably today, a bit. I mean, I'm hoping, the fact that I'm playing Bloodborne today all day, that I will get to the DLC and maybe get some progress. But this is actually not going to be any kind of a focus of rushing to it. I need to basically relearn the game, relearn how to play it, get through these first two bosses that I know are mandatory bosses, okay? And kind of go with that until I can finally get to the DLC. Because the bottom line is, I have not played this game since April. And even though, yes, I played the hell out of the game in late March and April, when it was new. And yes, I played all of the content, yes. And, I beat all of the bosses, even the super secret optional ones. And I even tried out the Chalice dungeons, which aren't necessary and really don't have anything to do with the story of the game. Even though I did all that, it's been 7 months since I've touched, actually April, so May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, it's been 7 months since I've touched the game. So I'm going to need to mess around a little bit and remember how to play. It's probably going to take me a while. I'm probably going to die a ton. That's why we've got the death counter and everything up here. But that's okay. That's the point. That's the point of today. To jump back into Bloodborne, to spend several hours getting readjusted, to fight the bosses again, to relearn the game. And hopefully, by the end of today, I'll be able to access the DLC and at least see what it is and get it started. Now, I am going to be continuing on with this over the course of the week, okay? It's going to be starting today, but tomorrow we're going to have a major session Okay, Thursday there will not be any Bloodborne because I'll be doing an Ask the King Thanksgiving Day special. It's Thanksgiving in the United States this Thursday. But I will return on Friday with more, and probably on the weekend too. So, so there you have it. That's kind of the goal, is today get reaccumulated with the game, readjusted, relearn it, maybe access the DLC. Tomorrow, get a big chunk into the DLC. Friday, and then the weekend, and see how far we can get. Now, from what I'm to understand, okay, this DLC is incredibly long. That this DLC maybe originally was supposed to be 2 separate DLCs, and it's not. Like, for whatever reason, they were planning on doing 2 DLCs, and somehow they both got crammed together into one, which is interesting. If you're wondering, this DLC was $20, which for a DLC expansion, you might say, damn, you know, $20, that's, you know, that's pretty expensive, right? That's pretty damned expensive that, that the game, or the DLC is $20. Usually, typically for a DLC, it's a couple bucks, maybe 10. You know what I mean? But the fact that this DLC, from what I'm going to understand, alright, is that if you play all of the content, it could get up to 15 hours of gameplay. Holy shit. Name another DLC expansion for a game, right, in recent memory, that could add 15 hours of gameplay. And we're not talking, oh, a new multiplayer map, right? We're talking actual solid new gameplay. Right? So that's interesting to me. And, you know, that's pretty cool. And, you know, if we get that much content out of it, awesome. You know, I loved Bloodborne. I really did. Even though it was grueling, it was challenging. Yes, it was like getting beat up by a fucking professional boxer every day that I played it. It was still a lot of fun, and I felt that, you know, being able to overcome the challenges of the game. I still remember when I fought that with the fucking boss, the alien. I can't remember the hell the name of it was now. Back in the, you know, the basement of the church or whatever. Fighting that boss repeatedly for 2 days, never killing it, and then finally persevering, I was like, yes! That was an awesome feeling, even though it was a major pain in the fucking ass, right? It was, quite enjoyable. And that's kind of what I'm hoping, the kind of feeling that I'll get again out of this DLC. That even if I'm being challenged and I'm being rocked and destroyed, that, you know, over the course of this week as I play this DLC, that will get that kind of satisfaction out of it, alright? So yes, you can expect there will be a death counter. Yes, there will be face cam. Here, I'll show you. The face cam is on right now. Just my hair's all messed up. See? I don't have the headphones on or anything yet, but the face cam is there. It will be on for when I'm doing the gameplay. And, it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I do. I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun going through this with you guys. Now, this is live streamed. Alright? As I do play this, as long as, you know, people are showing up, which I'm hoping people will show up. I don't know. I am going to live stream it. There will be interaction. Today in particular, I'm expecting heavy stream interaction because there's ways to get past, I guess, or to go through the game here and not take too long to get through it, and basically get through it and get to the first 2 bosses. I think the first one's Father Gascion, whatever the fuck his name is, the werewolf dude. You have to beat him, and you have to beat the Vicar Amelia in order to access the DLC. So I've already got some tips, okay? I already got some tips from people who have written out, like, guides and stuff for me on how to get, you know, quickly through it. Of course, I'm probably going to forget all that shit quickly. I know there's a music box I need to get for the first boss, and I need to save up 10,000 blood so I can buy the shortcut item, which is funny, because if you actually watch my original Bloodborne playthrough, I bought the shortcut item that lets you skip the whole Old Yarnum blood-starved beast area of the game. And then I went back and did that later because I didn't even really realize I had skipped it. I thought that was just optional or something. But I'd actually skipped it by buying a shortcut item and going straight to Vicar Amelia, which I didn't even know. Pretty funny. So, you know, it's going to be heavy stream interaction today. Expect me. I'm going to be talking with people on the stream, looking for input from the stream. I'm going to need your help, okay? And I'm going to need your opinions, too, because I already see that there are people who are split on this. Some people are saying you should just go ahead and and play the game on New Game Plus, because you beat the game, if you remember. I beat the game, and I actually played it a little bit on New Game Plus. I rushed to the first optional boss. I think it was the Cleric Beast or whatever. Whatever the first boss of the game actually is, it's not mandatory, but the one that I killed it. And when I killed it, it was very tough, by the way. And that was it. I said, that's it. I'm ending this. I'm not playing this game anymore. I've had enough. And so, I'm going to be looking, gee, should I do that? Should I continue with New Game Plus with my loadout and all of that? Or should I just start over? Some people are actually saying that I should start over because the game is in New Game Plus. The DLC is going to be, like, unbearably difficult from what I'm being told. Like, the DLC is very challenging, and apparently if you are in New Game Plus, you get your ass handed to you. So, I don't know. I'm debating. I'm gonna... Right now, I see people in the stream chat suggesting stuff. When I actually start playing, I'm gonna ask, and I'm gonna see what people say, and we'll go from there, alright? But I'm also gonna be looking for feedback and whatever on how to get through these bosses quickly, you know, what I should be doing, where I should be going quickly, so that I can get through it as quickly as possible. Like I said, the goal would possibly be if, in this first session of around 2.5 hours of gameplay, if I could get past those first 2 bosses and access the DLC, that would be great. But that's wishful thinking. I get the feeling I'm going to suck. You know what I mean? I get the feeling I really am going to have to, like, get adjusted and remember how to play the game. And I'm going to get bodied left and right. I don't even remember the controls. I really don't remember the controls. So just there, I'm probably going to get fucked up. You know what I mean? Alright, so anyway. Yes, today will be Bloodborne. Right now, 2.5 hours of Bloodborne, and later today, more Bloodborne later tonight, okay, on my second stream. Tomorrow, Bloodborne will be the first stream. Tomorrow night, I'm going to play Fallout 4, okay? Thursday will be Ask the King, so please post up your questions for Ask the King on the forums. I mentioned this in the weekend preview. I got a few more questions, but not too many. Please post them up, because I need more questions for that to be a good episode this coming Thursday. And Thursday night, I'll either be doing more Fallout or more Rise of the Tomb Raider, depending on what I feel like at this point, because I'll be honest, 4+ hours into Tomb Raider, and I'm not really liking the game too much. You know, I'm just not. I think that it's kind of boring. But, again, I'm not going to turn that into a commentary here. It has nothing to do with what we're doing today, okay? No live stream on Thursday. I want to make that clear. Thursday is Thanksgiving in the United States, and I would not want to make my chat mods show up or feel bad that they can't show up for a national holiday. In fact, a couple of them already contacted me ahead of time and said we're not available. So I'm not going to live stream on Thursday, but I will return on Friday with more of this DLC. Okay? And so there'll be more Bloodborne on Friday. And then I'll probably be splitting that again with Fallout or whatever. And then Saturday I'll probably do it, and we'll see. It'll take us into next week, into December. Alright? Monday is the Rockathon, ladies and gentlemen. Monday is the Rockathon. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Due to us hitting our goals on Patreon, my Patreon account at patreon.com/darksidephil, in the month of October, as a special reward, because we hit the goal, I'm doing a marathon of Rock Band 4 this coming Monday. I'll be live streaming it with face cam, with, I'll be doing vocals and guitar. I'll probably start just with guitar, then go over to vocals and increase the difficulties and such, and just playing Rock Band all day, which is awesome, because I've never done a musical game before at all, but I have to do it in a stream-like format, one video, because if I don't, chances are that I will get copyright issues and threaten my channel, and I obviously don't want that. So I'm just going to put it up as one video, one stream. Okay, that's going to be Monday coming up. So that's going to be fun, right? And then next week, keep in mind, next week we got new games. We got Just Cause 3 coming out next week. Now, one final thing, okay, before we get started, because we're going to get started in a couple moments here. I see that more and more people are still joining the stream, which is kind of why I'm delaying a little bit, but, I got to get started here. Apparently today a new game came out that no one knew about until, like, a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm not kidding. If you can believe it, Minecraft Story Mode. Episode 3 came out today. To which my only proper response that I can give to that is, what the fuck, man? Seriously, what the fuck? Okay? Like, why? And not that it's a bad thing for anyone who's liking the game. And quite honestly, I like the game. I'm liking it. I liked the first 2 episodes. And I'm actually looking forward to episode 3. But at this point, it's almost like Telltale is trying to kill the game. And what I mean by that is every other Telltale episodic game that Telltale has ever released, ever, in its history, we're talking going back 5+ years, right? It takes a couple months for each episode to be released. So people expect that, and people are like, okay, I play this episode, in a couple months we'll come back. And that's not what's happened. If you remember, episode 1 of Minecraft Story Mode came out in early October. Episode 2 came out 2 weeks later, in late October. And now this one's coming out now, not even a month later. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And again, no real announcement. It was only announced like 2 days ago. And it's like, what the hell? Like, again, if you don't have anything else to do, and this is a game you're liking, it's great news. And I actually like the game, so I'm happy that the episodes are coming out. But I'm going to be honest, episode 2 was kind of short and not very good compared to episode 1. It almost seems like it was rushed. And now episode 3 is out already. And it's kind of like, why are they rushing this game out? Especially now, let's face it, how many people are going to drop what they're doing Thanksgiving week, in the United States at least, because it is Thanksgiving in the United States, to play this game? Most people already had plans for this week, whether it was the Bloodborne DLC. A lot of people are still playing Fallout 4 like me. Some people are playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. We're all busy with whatever, is current and new right now. And then all of a sudden, it just comes out of nowhere, episode 3. So I've already gotten tons of messages about it, and I've not responded at all. Because, quite honestly, I've got mixed feelings about it. Like I said, I'm happy. I'm happy that it's coming out. Like I said, I really am enjoying the game. But do I have time to play it this week? Not really. Do I want to drop... Like, I definitely want to play more Fallout 4, and I want to focus on Bloodborne this week. And I've got limited time, It's not like I have unlimited time to do this stuff. So... For me, it's kind of like, do I want to do it? Yeah, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to play it this week. And even next week, I was like, oh, do you maybe things will die down next week? No, next week I'm going to still be doing Fallout 4. Just Cause 3 comes out next week. So we've got a lot of stuff we're juggling here. Eventually, I want to get back to fucking WWE. I haven't played that in a week or two now, and I really like WWE. I want to get back to the my career mode, So it is what it is. This is kind of par for the course for the end of the year, but it's kind of a shame because typically what happens at the end of the year, right, is all the games that you knew were coming out from all year all come out at once, and you're like, oh, I'm so overwhelmed because all these titles came out at once, and I'll play them when I get a chance. Now you're even getting episodic titles released out of nowhere. It's like there wasn't enough. There wasn't enough going on right now. Let's release even more. So it is what it is. I do want to play episode 3, okay, of Minecraft Story Mode. I don't know when I'm going to. It might be this week. It might be next week. It might be at the end of December. I don't know. All right? I just have no clue. 2 quick plugs, and then we'll get started. Number 1, my girlfriend Leanna has her own business. It's called The Black Current, an internet-based business where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. And she recently launched her winter line of products, including some really awesome holiday-themed scents like Christmas candy, I think is one called, and another, holiday candy, what it's called, and Alpine Frost. It's wintry-like scents, and a lot of them I actually helped her pick out because I personally liked them, and I can attest, give you a testimonial. I only use her soap to when I shower and wash, and it's great. It's much better than anything I've used in the stores. I've been using it for 2+ years now, and it's awesome stuff. And so, with the holidays coming up, everyone's like, Black Friday, Black Friday, Black Friday, right? We're all going to be going shopping Black Friday. No, we're not. I'm going to be here gaming all day. I will not be shopping on Black Friday. But, if you're interested, check out her business. It's at etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrent. So, etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrent, spelled CURRANT. There's a special discount code we're giving out. It's Celebrate100. So it's the word celebrate and then the number 100. If you use that code on any order of $20 or more, you will save 10%, and that is in celebration of her having over 100 orders this year. In addition, later this week, there's a strong chance she may be doing a Black Friday special, and if you're looking to buy gifts for your friends, for your family, for Christmas coming up, this is a great opportunity to get something that's unique and different, certainly from anything that I would normally mention, you know what I mean? And it's good stuff. And she does ship many places around the world. It's not just domestic anymore. She does ship internationally. So check out the website. Give it a look. If you'll take a look, she's got nothing but positive feedback. Everyone who's ordered loves the stuff. So give it a look. And, you know, yes, it's a gratuitous plug because she lives with me. And if her business is successful, that means that it helps both of us out. Okay? And then last but not least, the final plug, and then we'll get started with gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. For my Patreon, patreon.com/darksidephil. With only 6 days left to pledge this month because the month actually ends November 30th, which is Monday. So 6 days left to pledge. If you pledge this month, not only will you get your own personal perks, but you'll also be contributing towards the goal. The goal for this month, if we hit it, is that I'll be doing another marathon of gaming. This one will be a classic platformer. And it will actually be in the hands of the patrons throughout December. If you pledge $5 or more in the next 6 days, you'll be able to vote on which of these 3 games I'll be playing. It'll either be Crash Bandicoot 3, Banjo-Kazooie HD, or Conker's Bad Fur Day HD. All 3 games that people have been asking me to play this year, and I didn't have a chance to play them. So I'll be doing it in a marathon setting near the end of December. Okay, so I hope that everyone who is interested will obviously pledge. And I'll say this. Things are looking good this month. I'm going to be honest with everyone. I looked at the numbers last night, and the numbers are very staggered, and what I mean by that is performance of my business. It's staggered because YouTube this month, for whatever reason, has been jumpy. Normally, they update every day, and they haven't. It's been updating in, like, these big, like, groupings of views and attention. I don't know why. I'm thinking because of Fallout 4 this month and how successful Fallout 4 has been, it's looking like I may have a good positive movement for my business this month. But, you know, 2 months so far, September and October, I took a giant hit because of all this fucking false copyright bullshit against my channels. All the attacks that I've been fucking put under this year. And it's been very much appreciated that people have come out and pledged to my Patreon to try to help with that. Even as much as a dollar. A dollar a month helps because the most successful Patreons are not accounts that have, you know, 10 people who give giant pledges a month. That's not how you're successful on Patreon. Not to say that if you want to do a large pledge and get one of the higher level perks, like a private Q&A video, awesome. And thank you to those who have. But the way that Patreon works is that if I get a bunch of people who like to watch me live stream every day, you like to watch me do videos every day, you love my content, you like my social media interaction, and you want to see me be able to keep doing this for a living, pledge $1. And if enough people do it, I won't have to worry about, oh no, false copyright strikes knocked me out of YouTube search, and now I've lost thousands of dollars of ad revenue this month. I don't have to worry about that shit, because I got the Patreon support to keep going positively. You know what I mean? So hopefully things work out. I'll obviously let you know if the news is good. Come early December, I should know how we did in November business-wise, and obviously if there's a turnaround, I'm definitely going to let everyone know about it. Okay? And I'm feeling positive. I'm having fun with all the stuff I'm doing recently with Fallout, and you know, that's a huge game for me. I am loving Fallout 4. Now we're going back to Bloodborne. I'm feeling really positive. And I certainly hope that you're enjoying the stuff that I've been putting out recently. You're enjoying the streams. That's what this is all about. And I would ask that if you do like it, if you watch this stuff on a daily basis, you're enjoying the stuff that I put out, consider pledging to Patreon. And thank you to those of you who already have. Fingers crossed that we hit our goal for November. 6 days left to pledge. Alright, that is enough. What a pre-stream. Let's get started with Bloodborne, everyone. Jumping back into it full speed ahead. I thank you for being here. And let us begin.